Hi everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of B2C Chronicles. Today we have with us Sanju Priya, who is an inspiration to many students out there. By the age of 25, the marketing expert had launched three startup companies with the sole aim of helping the society. Currently employed at Bajaj Finserv, the entrepreneur has fought many struggles to achieve the success he has achieved. Let us hear what the IIM Bangalore graduate has to say on staying motivated and conquering every struggle life confronts you. Hi, Sanju. Thank you so much for joining us today. How have you been during this lockdown and what is now?
Yes, hi. I'm really doing great, and I hope you're also doing well. And clearly, thank you for giving me this opportunity to, actually share my experience with everyone. And lockdown is really going great, and I know this pandemic has been affected us very big and affected. But for me, it is going really great, and I've been doing so many things in this lockdown, which actually made me to have a new journey that I had taken amongst this lockdown. So it's been really going great.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Sanju. I cannot agree more with you. We are all trying to cope up with the new normal, trying to stay put in our places and do as much as we can.
Yes, yes.
Let us now fast forward your MBA life and talk about your journey of getting placed at the Bajaj Finserv. What all did you do to get placed and at the reputed organization, and how has your experience been this far?
Yeah. So with Bajaj Finserv, how did I even get placed in that organization? To tell you that journey, it all started from where I want to, proceed forward in my career. So I took some two areas of my interest. One is marketing, and another is general management. So during my journey in MBA, I actually prepared myself for that in along that lines. So even my resume preparation, I have like two resumes. One is for marketing and one is for general management. And with particular with Bajaj Finserv, it is one of my dream companies which I wanted to work for. And in order to prepare for this, I have prepared in various different lines so that if I have the shot for the company, I will be able to give the perfect shot and get into it. So the things that I did was first is Bajaj Finserv conducts a case competition every year. So that is an atom Finserv. So what I did was, even though I didn't had this chance to participate in the atom because I was busy in one more case competition, I actually went through the case competition, what are the cases launched by them, and then understood how they are actually, what they are actually looking forward from the students. Because once you understand that, then you actually know what is the expectation from the from the company between us. So that's what I did. And in the second thing I did was I actually talked with the summer intern people. So whoever interned with the Bajaj Finserv, I talked with them about the culture of the company, whether the company is culturally fit for me or not. Because if it is not fit, then no matter if it is my dream company, if I don't like working there, then I can't work there, right? So I asked them with how the company works, what is their own experience, and what is the feedback from them. And the third one is interacting with the alumni of Bajaj Finserv who are already working there so far. Because right now I went as a GYLP Associate. So this is the third year of the program. So I actually interacted with them with the GYLP 1 and GYLP 2 batch and asked them with their feedback. And I was totally amazed because the way the program, the management trainee program was scheduled properly with Bajaj Finserv. So we actually have like three stints at Bajaj Finserv. Each month stint is a 6 months, and under Bajaj Finserv we have like five different varieties of companies. So and each stint we'll have the opportunity to work in any of the company in different roles. For example, currently I am working in an operation role under Bajaj Alliance General Insurance Company. So operations I have never done before in any of my roles in the previous work experience. So this is like giving me a new dimension to work, and I'm learning a lot. And so far with the company, I have been interacting with CFO, CTO, CEO, CHROs, all the industry leaders, and they are like just a call away. You can actually just ping them or call them and ask them with any silly queries, and they are like giving us the answers because they understand like we are new to the company and we have lot of queries, lot of doubts. and they are like very down to earth person, solving all the queries. And so this is like a roller coaster ride, and I can't expect much more from here. This is the best thing that has been happening so far. So far the journey is really good. Yeah.
The way you speak of it, it seems as if you're having the time of your life with Bajaj Finserv, Sanju Priya. And I
Yes.
hope you achieve a lot more in life with Bajaj Finserv.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
Now, I'm sure your story has numerous takeaways for the viewers. On these lines, if you were to give one piece of advice to the students who will be facing these school placements this year amidst Corona, what would it be?
Yes. To tell you that, I want to tell the my story, because that will give a perfect example for the people who are actually undergoing this pressure of amidst this coronavirus and their placements. So I did my summer internship with Procter and Gamble, and that was a very good and excellent experience for me. But then, unfortunately, I was not able to grab a PPO from Procter and Gamble. And during my first year, this is the mindset that I had, because I was coming from a work experience of 2 years already. I thought like I shouldn't be concentrating on CG, because once you get onto your work, the CG doesn't matter at all. It's all about your competency, your skills, and how hard you are working. So I thought I came in the same mindset, and in the first year, I was not concentrating in my CG at all. So I was concentrating in some other activities. For example, I was the CR of my section. So I was concentrating in developing my leadership skills. And in my second year, I actually faced that that is not the proper thing to do, because CG is also one of important things. It also plays a significant role in getting the placement. And this is also where I didn't get that much guidance during my first year. So one thing is I should advise my juniors is, always work on your CV, because that will always play a significant role. And second thing in building your resume is your co-curricular activities, and that is of course case competitions. So we always have to have a proper team. So my team was always having, I'm the marketing person, and there was a person who is very good in finance, and there was one more member who is very good in strategy. So we formed a perfect synergy, and the team was really great, and we were able to grab so many prizes. So we participated in Colgate, Asian Paints, Flipkart, Cisco, Easy Jobs. So likewise, we participated in many competitions, and that actually gave us the real life to life example of whatever we are learning. It gave us the opportunity to execute it in the case competition, and that gives us 5 points in our resume. And the third point is the extracurricular activities. So far you have shown your skills in marketing, in technical skills, but what about your soft skills, like your personal leadership and other things? So these are the way that you have to groom your resume, so that when you sit for your placements, you will be able to actually not miss out any opportunities, and you will be able to get placed in your dream company.
These are some really valuable insights that you shared, Sanjitya. And I hope and pray that the students who will be looking up to you, who will be looking to at your video for inspiration, will definitely abide by these and create their CV accordingly. In
Yes,
this
yes.
slide, are there any specific tips and tricks? I'm sure you've mentioned most of them, but are there any specific tips and tricks that a person should look up to when creating a CV?
Yes, so many people, they concentrate only on their CG, or they concentrate only on their case competition. And I have seen many people, even my juniors themselves, they don't concentrate at all in extracurricular activities. But that activities actually help you in a very long run, and it actually, make yourself different from all other peers when you sit for a company for the placements. So in the extracurricular activities, you can actually able to showcase your soft skills, as I already mentioned. For example, I was part of the Merchandise Retail Society. It is a merchandise store run by the students for the students. So there is no involvement of any other workers, from the procurement of the products till selling the products and arranging the products in the shelves. Everything is taken care of by students. So this actually helped me to run the store by myself, and this actually gave me, the current business live knowledge. So this kind of knowledge, when I put in my resume, the interviewer always know that okay, this person has the capability to run the store, to run the store with 7 students, or have the leadership skills. So this actually helped me, to showcase them that I have the leadership skills, and this is the proof that I can give you. So these are the extracurricular activities that most of the juniors miss a lot. So that is one more tips or tricks that I will say. Always go for extracurricular, be it any club activities or sports or anything that you like. Go for it. Don't concentrate only on studies. Just diversify yourself so that your resume is a properly structured and balanced one.
Absolutely, absolutely. So everybody listening to Sanju Priya, I would back her up on this topic, and I would really advise you to participate in extracurricular activities, as she said, as she rightly mentioned, and not entirely focus on one aspect, not entirely focus on academics. It is important for your CV to have everything on your plate. Now, let's move on to your background. That is essentially mechatronics engineering, Sanju Priya. What made you want to shift to marketing?
Yes. So it all happened in my, during my undergrad, that is during the third year of my mechatronics engineering. So myself and another 4 more friends, we actually came up with a startup idea. And how we came up with this idea is because of the pain points that we actually face during our college days. So the thing is, the students who are residing in hostels, they were not able to get the products even for like bags or stationaries or anything that they want to have. They were not able to go out of the hostels because we have the time limit of you can't go after 6 p.m. Leave the hostel by 6 p.m. So what we did was we thought like, okay, this will also be helpful for the local vendors also, because Amazon and Flipkart are there, but they always procure from the people who are living in the metros or non-metro cities. But what about the people who are living in the vendors, who are in the villages or towns? So we thought like we'll come up with an idea that is an easy buy. So where we procured the products from the local vendors of villages and towns, and we delivered it to the students. So since it was within the town of Erode and the city of Erode, so we were able to give them a 1 day delivery. So this was the idea that we came up with, and that was the starting point of my startup journey, to tell you that. And from there, I went on to another startup during my work experience. And currently, my third startup, right now, amidst this pandemic, I launched one more startup. So this is the starting point of my journey there.
You are undeniably the queen of startups, Sanju Priya. You've started 3 startups and you are currently working on the third one. What is the story behind this, and what were the lessons that you learned from the failure of your first startup?
Yes. The first startup, we were able to run it for 6 months, but then actually after that it was a failure. Because since it is a first startup, we didn't actually have that business mind. We thought like, okay, this is the pain point, this is the solution. Let's try and execute it. But we didn't have the proper business plan, business canvas to proceed forward. And the plan, I mean, how are we going to get profit, and how is the operation of this going to take place, like from procuring the products to delivering them, and while in between we have to package the product also. So the step by process of operation, how is it going to take place, we didn't devise of anything at all. And one more major important thing is the partnership, because since we are all our friends, we just went and plunged into this startup. But then we actually didn't thought about the synergy. Like there are like so many synergies that without synergies working together, you can't actually run a startup. And the 5 people that we have like different sets of mind. So we were all pouring different ideas and not able to guide them properly. One person has to take the lead, right? So we were all the persons who were giving the ideas, but no one was leading the project. So these are the things which was the major reason for the failure of my first startup, and these are the key takeaways which I took for my second startup.
The last point very mentioned about the partners that we are choosing and the synergy that should exist between the partners. I absolutely agree with that point, and I must say that it's very, very crucial for us to choose the right partner with which we have the right frequency because it's very important for all the parties to be on the same page for the startup to run smoothly.
Yes, yes, that's really very true. Yes.
Now, Sanju, you started three startups in
Yes.
almost in a very short span of time. And that is quite an impressive story. And I'm very sure that the viewers would be hooked to their screens right now to know more about you. Now, here I would like you to talk about your third startup that you're currently working on. What is that all about?
So currently, I'm working on a initiative for MBA students, and again, it also comes with the pain points that me and other students have faced in our MBA journey. So the startup is founded by myself and one more alum of IIM Bangalore of the same batch. We are going to the startup name is MBA Shala. So it is an online platform to actually empower the future MBAs with our experience and knowledge we garnered over our MBA journey. And as I already mentioned, even during my journey, I was not able to, uh, actually to understand the opportunities that are available for me. I have so many opportunities that I actually missed out during my first year journey because of the not proper guidance. And this is the one issue which is faced by almost all the students, most of the students at IIMB. And our vision is to create an unified platform for all the MBAs to learn, interact, and develop their skills through a series of activities like webinars, case competition, workshops. And as for the initial budding stage, we are going to actually launch our personal branding workshop because this is very crucial amidst this COVID pandemic time, which I actually face myself. Because without having a personal brand for yourself, you won't be able to actually differentiate yourself from among your peers. And once you graduate from an MBA, if you have your own personal brand, then you can actually pitch to the companies like, okay, I'm already a personal brand, I'm already an influencer of whatever the areas that you are interested, even if it is be marketing or strategy or anything. You can actually showcase yourself, and this will actually create a unique perspective in front of your peers and the interviewers. So that's what we are actually trying to do here.
That sounds like a very amazing idea. That's a brilliant idea, Sindhya. You truly are a wonder woman, if I may say that. And I hope
Thank you.
your story reaches a million people out there and instills within them a confidence and belief that nothing is impossible for you. Now, on this note, I'm very curious to know, Sanjupriya, what keeps you motivated?
Uh, that is like one thing which even I want to tell to all the viewers currently who are viewing this. So one thing is I'm a girl who is coming from a village, okay. And if you had asked me, some 6 years back, what will you be doing after 6 years from now on? I would have said like I would have been married, having some two kids, I'd be a housewife or something. So, but then everything changed during my second year of mechatronics engineering. Since I was a department in mechatronics, which is a very very new department during that point of time, we had only 5 girls for the whole department of 160 students. Remaining everyone were boys. And during my second year, I attended the annual day function, and all the awards have been were being given. And when the mechatronics department was called, and I actually saw all the awards were given to boys. And I know that girls have the equal capability, but then I was really amazed that why don't even a single girl got hold of a single award from them, because there were 3 awards usually given: best outgoing student, and the topper, and the extracurricular student. And all the 3 awards were given to the boys, and not even a single award was grabbed by the girl. And that actually created a fire. Why don't a girl can't go there and grab the award? So I actually, swore to myself that okay, by the final year, I will be the person who will be grabbing the award, at least a single award from there, and I will be the starting point of change in the mechatronics department for the girls. So after the second year, I started participating in competitions, like how it is case competition right now for MBA students. The competitions for the undergrad students, like paper presentation in various IITs and NITs. So I started participating in various competitions, and I don't know whether you can't believe it, but I was able to participate in 54 competitions, and I actually grabbed 54 awards, like prizes in competition. I actually participated in more than 100 competitions, and this helped me to travel all over India. I traveled to NIT Kurukshetra, IIT Guwahati, NIT, all NITs, all IITs. Even though I didn't had a chance to study there, I visited all these colleges and I grabbed all the prizes from all these colleges, and I traveled in a solo manner. So that was like giving me the motivation, determination, and courage that I am having. It actually molded me the person that I'm currently am. And you won't believe me, in the final year during the annual day, there were three awards, and all the three awards were given to me. And I was also the gold medalist of the department. So I actually grabbed all the three awards. Even I was not able to believe it. How was it even made possible? And even grabbing the awards didn't make me happy. After grabbing all the awards, I came down the altar, and then the MBA, the mechatronics students especially the girls, came running towards me. They were telling like, we actually want to become like you, and we will actually, proceed forward, and we will take the awards, especially even after next year. We will soon continue you whatever you have started. And from there onwards, even I checked every year, and every year a single girl is grabbing at least 1 hour from there, and they are actually following my footsteps. And I was really happy that I'm able to start something new in the department, especially for the girls. And this is like a starting journey that actually, lit a fire inside me. And the same fire followed even with my startups. And even because of the failure of my two startups, I realized that how MBA is important, how business knowledge is important. So that actually, pushed me towards giving the cat, because we all have the skills, but we actually, don't execute it. So I cleared CAT in my first attempt itself, and I was able to get all the calls from all IIMs except IIM Ahmedabad. And I was able to convert all the IIMs, and at the end, I chose IIM Bangalore. So, all the skills are within us, especially girls who are living in, villages and towns. But there is not enough opportunities for them, or enough guidance for them to, actually showcase their skills, and the lack of motivation and courage to pursue them. So this is my story and how this fire is burning inside me. Yeah.
That is undeniably and undoubtedly a very, very, very inspiring story, Sanjitya. I'm sure you must have touched and melted a million hearts out there, the ones who'd be listening to you and viewing you on screen today. And I'm very, very proud of you. Dare to Compete is very proud of you, and your story is deep here, and I'm sure you're going to achieve a lot more in life.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
Now,
so much.
now, before we come to an end of this discussion, Sanjitya, what last message would you like to share with those viewers who have big dreams and ambitions but lack the motivation and courage to pursue them?
So the only thing I will tell them is just do it. Just do it. That's it. As long as you trying to postpone it or over analyzing whether should I do it, what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage, that all you won't realize, because that is all going to be a hypothesis. Unless until you do it, you will never realize whether that whatever you thought is actually advantage or disadvantage, whether it is going to be a success or failure. Because many people actually lack that motivation. They also have this afraid or fear that if I do it, I might fail. But this is I'm a live example. I had my first startup. Because of the failure, I went to the second startup, and because of the learning from my two startups, I'm able to create one more startup. And right now, I don't have any fear of even, coming up with one more new idea. Because unless until you do a thing, everyone has a first time experience, right? So unless until you have the first time experience, you can't do anything. And to have the first time experience, you need to do it. So that is my, plea to everyone who are listening, and especially the girls who are listening. If you have some dream, if you want to pursue it, just do it. You don't worry about anything. Don't overanalyze anything. Don't overanalyze it. Just do it with all your heart. Whether it is a failure or a success, you will always learn something from out of
Okay, that is quite an inspiring message that you have shared, Sanjupriya, and I am sure that people should just go with their dreams and they should just follow them instead of stepping aside and thinking about the day that they will finally step into it. It's better to just go with the flow and do as you want to.
it.
That
Yes,
is the best way to move forward, I think.
yes. That's really very true. Very true. Yes.
Thank you so much, Sanju Priya. Thank you so much for sharing such insights. It's beautiful insight and your beautiful journey. We are very proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us today, for spending such time with us. It was great talking to you. I, on behalf of Dare to Compete, wish you the best for all your future endeavors, and we hope and wish that you achieve a lot more in life. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay home, and take care.
Thank you so much, and thank you that to compete. Actually giving this opportunity to explain and share my experience to all the viewers who are out there, and hope from my journey somebody gets some motivation to do something new in their life and pursue their dreams. So thank you so much.